We were ordered to rescue the hostages from their captors, but after the kidnappers dragged them into a cave, they never came back out. We had no choice but to venture inside to search for them. What we found was a blood-stained skeleton. It looked like something had gnawed on it. Some unknown creature had stripped every last bit of flesh from the bones, and there wasn't just one skeleton. They were all that remained of the people who'd gone into the cave before us. Before we could make sense of what happened, gunshots rang out from deep within the cave, followed by screams for help. To figure out what was going on, our captain led us deeper into the cavern. We hadn't gone far when a glowing insect dropped from above, landing right on one of our team members. He quickly grabbed it off, but what he saw made his blood run cold. Panicking, he hurled the thing aside, but the creature charged fearlessly at another teammate. But the real horror was just beginning. Sensing the death of one of their own, a swarm of demon spiders came pouring out from the depths, flooding along the cave walls. We opened fire immediately, terrified, but there were just too many of them. Our bullets couldn't stop the onslaught. In seconds, one of our guys was completely covered in spiders. Realizing we'd all be devoured if we stayed, we fought our way deeper into the cave, firing as we retreated. The spiders came at us like they were starving to death. Soon a second team member was surrounded. Seeing there was no way to save him, the captain gave him a quick end, then led the rest of us deeper into the cave. One guy couldn't keep up. By the time we thought to go back for him, he emerged from the shadows covered in blood. There wasn't an inch of intact skin left on his body. A moment later, his injuries overcame him, and he tumbled into a bottomless chasm. Fortunately, the spiders didn't follow. They seemed to be guarding that passage and didn't dare come any closer. Then we heard an eerie roar. We were stunned to discover a massive underground palace behind us. Dozens of enormous chains inscribed with ancient runes crisscrossed through the structure, anchored into the surrounding cliff walls. The strange roaring was coming from inside. Through my scope, I spotted what looked like a tunnel on the far side that led to the outside. With the entrance blocked by spiders, the three of us had no choice but to press forward. We had no idea that the true terror lay ahead. Maybe because we got too close, the spiders that wouldn't go near the palace suddenly came after us again, and these were bigger and more vicious. We didn't dare stand our ground. We fired, while backing up, covering each other as we headed toward the palace. But there were just too many spiders, and we were running out of ammo fast. One of our guys got tackled by the creatures and was instantly devoured. In the end, it was just the captain and me, running for our lives into the palace. Once we got inside, the spiders stopped again. This place seemed to be truly forbidden to them. As the chains rattled, another strange, low roar echoed from deep within the palace, as if beckoning us forward. My gut told me something was wrong, and I wanted to turn back. But the captain seemed possessed, walking deeper in as if in a trance. No matter how much I called out to him, he didn't hear me. I had no choice but to follow him in. What I saw next will haunt me for the rest of my life. A massive creature bound by chains, looking exactly like the Cthulhu demon from ancient legends. Before we could react, it opened dozens of compound eyes on its head. With an ear-splitting shriek, we were instantly racked with agony. In a daze, we seemed to glimpse the demon's past. But the vision abruptly ended with a scream. Then came the demon's seductive voice. As the demonic voice faded, Captain slowly stood up and walked toward the chains with a grenade. I immediately tried to stop him, but he was completely under the demon's control, determined to free it at any cost.
Don't do this!
In that critical moment, I had no choice but to shoot him dead. Looking at the captain I just killed, I was overcome with grief. I turned and fired wildly at the demon, but mortal weapons couldn't possibly hurt it. And as we locked eyes, I felt myself gradually falling under its control too, but I wasn't controlled. I walked alone in the sunset. I'd escaped the palace and made it back outside. To avoid being tempted to free the demon, I gouged out my own eyes and broke free from its hold.